Welcome to Thailand News Today. I'm Jay, and this show is brought to you by Thaiger Deals. A man highlighted the dangers of booking a prostitute after he was robbed at gunpoint by the sex worker's husband in the Isaan province of Khon Kaen. The victim posted his traumatic experience on the local news Facebook page Khon Kaen Link 4 days ago. He disclosed that he met the sex worker, later identified as 21-year-old Oil, on the roadside in front of Khon Kaen Provincial Court on Monday, February the 20th, where he agreed to her services and took her to a nearby hotel. However, Oil contacted her husband, 45-year-old Num, and provided him with the location, and he robbed him at gunpoint inside the hotel. Oil's husband threatened him with a gun and forced him to hand over his money and assets. The exact amount of the victim's loss has yet to be reported. Police were finally able to track down and arrest Oil and Num on Monday while they were plotting to set up their next victims on Thep Garap Road in the province. Officers told the press that the victim did not file a complaint with the police and there was no evidence of the robbery, so they could not file a theft charge against them. The two were charged with violating Section 5 of the Act to prevent and suppress prostitution by contacting, persuading, or introducing sex services in a public place, which will result in a fine of up to 1,000 baht. They were also charged with using a drug from a narcotics Category 1, which will result in imprisonment of up to 1 year, a fine up to 20,000 baht, or both. Chang beer's parent company, Chang International Co., is eyeing the mass premium beer market to expand its catalog and profits. The company announced plans to invest 1 billion baht to grow its beer business and strengthen its portfolio with Chang Cold Brew. With the pandemic easing, the economy coming back, and tourists blooming, people are spending more on booze. Chang is striking while the iron is hot and pushing Chang Cold Brew. Chang Cold Brew, a beer in the mass premium category, was introduced to the market in 2019 and garnered a favorable reception from its customers. Despite being predominantly available in upscale restaurants and modern trade outlets, the company intends to expand its customer reach by concentrating on distributing Chang Cold Brew through conventional trade channels. The goal of the company is to establish a distinctive brand identity for Chang Cold Brew. The mass premium beer market in Thailand is worth 25 billion baht, about 12.5% of the overall beer market. They aim to broaden their consumer base and encourage more drinking occasions by launching new products with inventive packaging. A man was arrested in Pattaya for stealing a Russian woman's phone, and as it turns out, he had previously been arrested for theft 19 times. The 54-year-old Thai man was arrested this time after he was caught stealing a phone from a Russian woman. She reported to the police that she was walking on a road in Soi 14, Naklua, in the Ban Lamung district in Chonburi on February the 23rd. The suspect drove up on his motorbike, snatched her phone from her, and then sped off on his bike. But his act of thievery was ill-timed as CCTV cameras captured footage of him, and the Pattaya Police were able to easily identify the familiar criminal. The investigation identified the serial thief, and they were able to track down his location quickly and apprehend him. The suspect was arrested by Pattaya Police in his home in Ban Beung sub-district. Police found the Russian woman's phone at his house, as well as the motorcycle he was riding when he committed the crime. As they were processing the crime, Pattaya Police data revealed he has committed numerous unlawful acts in Pattaya area and has been arrested over 19 times. The repeat offending thief generally targets female tourists in his crimes. He looks for foreign women, walking alone, and carrying a purse, making a quick snatch and run easy. The suspect is presently in police custody again. He is awaiting processing and criminal charges. But after 19 arrests, it is unclear if he will be given bail and allowed straight back onto the streets. Pattaya Police are cracking down on street beggars by arresting 14 just last night. The arrests come after many complaints from tourists and residents. The arrests were of migrant workers, 9 of whom were aged 2 to 6 years old. 5 of the migrants were also women. The arrest did not appear to include any men. The beggars claim that the 9 children were their own, but authorities say they are skeptical as the kids had no identifying documents. The suspects were initially taken to the Pattaya Police Station but will be transferred to the Sirasha Police Station to be identified. Pattaya Police say the migrants will be deported back to their countries due to working illegally and likely not having a valid visa. Several complaints were made regarding a group of migrants that were soliciting people for money and illegally selling candies, boiled beans, and flowers. That's when they got the attention of the Deputy Commander of Chonburi Provincial Police, Kun Patikon, who said that the beggars tarnished the dignified reputation of Pattaya City. And those are some of the headlines from across the country. For more, please visit thetiger.com.